Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am here to talk about beach fragrances. So one of you recently commented and asked if I would do a video about beach fragrances, so I am going to do that today. I'm super excited to talk about these fragrances because these make me happy. I love summer, I love the heat, and I love to smell like I am on or going to the beach. So I did not write down the notes on any of these. I'm just going to kind of give you a general overview of each one because a lot of them I have been talking about recently just because it's that time of year. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. I think I've got 12 different fragrances here to talk about. So I'm first going to start off with a couple of Dua fragrances. These are newer to my collection and they are so good. So the first one I want to talk about is called Caribbean Casino. So Dua, they have three different kinds of fragrances, I should say. They have their concept series, which is something like this, where they take fragrances that are already existing, that they already have kind of dupes of, and they mix those fragrances together and kind of create a new fragrance. So it's kind of a cross between a dupe and their own thing that they've done. Then they've got their original creations, which are just fragrances that they have created themselves, and then they have straight up dupes or inspired, what are they called? Inspired expressions. So they're basically just dupes of other fragrances on the market. So Caribbean Casino is one of the concept series fragrances, and this is a mixture of Baccarat Rouge 540 and Virgin Island water from Creed. So those two fragrances mixed together and it makes the most beautiful fragrance. If you added coconut and lime and like tropical, like a tropical vibe to Baccarat Rouge 540, it's so good. And I will tell you, this thing lasts forever on the skin. Like, you can spray this on and wear it. Like, you could spray it on at 6 o'clock in the morning on one day and then go do your whole day, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and you will still smell this on yourself. The first time I ever wore this, it made it through like 2 showers before I couldn't smell it anymore. And it will last on clothing for absolute days. So yeah, this is a beast of a fragrance. So anyways, that is Caribbean Casino from Dua. The next Dua fragrance that I have to talk about is called Dazed, and this is a dupe of Byredo's Sun Dazed. This has neroli and cotton candy. It's a really beautiful kind of solar smelling fragrance, but it's sweet. It's got a lot of sweetness from the cotton candy. So just think of like a really pretty orange blossom perfume, like orange blossom citrusy perfume, but with a lot of sweetness from cotton candy. It's really, really nice, and this one is, again, a beast and so, so nice on the skin. So that is Sun Dazed, and this, again, is an inspired expression because it is a dupe of the Byredo fragrance. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is called Monoi, and this is from Yves Rocher. So this is suntan lotion. This is like straight up suntan lotion in a bottle. Beautiful. It smells like the beach. It's got tiare flower and Monoi oil. I think Monoi oil, if that's what it's called. I don't know. But so good. So tropical. So beautiful. It's like you can smell the oil in it. It's like putting on a suntan oil. Oh, it smells so nice. So again, that is Monoi from Yves Rocher. Okay, the next fragrance we're going to talk about is called Ocean, and this is from Outremer. So you can pick these up at Anthropology, and this size, which is like a 10 ml bottle, I believe, 15 ml, sorry, it's 15 ml half-ounce bottle. This size is like $10, and which I think is just a great deal, and I love being able to get anything in a half-ounce size bottle. And this is just your typical kind of ocean fragrance. It smells really, really nice. It's very fresh. It's a little bit salty. It's just a really pretty aquatic fragrance. So again, that is Ocean from Outremer. Okay, so the next one, I have talked to death on this channel, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one, but this is SJP, or Sarah Jessica Parker NYC Pure Crush. So this is a coconut fragrance, but this is like a coconut water type fragrance. It's a watery coconut. It's very fresh. It's very light smelling, and it's like a comforting coconut smell. It's not overly sweet. It's just a beautiful watery coconut fragrance that really, really reminds me of the beach, because it reminds me of the kind of coconut that you literally like climb up a palm tree, get a coconut down, crack it open, and this is what you would smell inside. That's what it reminds me of. So anyways, that is Sarah Jessica Parker NYC Pure Crush. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is Terracotta from Guerlain. So anytime I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of the beach. Anytime I go to the beach, I take this fragrance with me because it's just the perfect beach fragrance. This reminds me of the sun and tropical flowers. This has gardenia. I believe it's got tiare flower in it as well. It's got jasmine in it. It's just a beautiful tropical floral smelling fragrance. It's not too like suntan lotion-y smelling, though it's kind of walking that line just a little bit. It's just really, really beautiful. So that is Terracotta from Guerlain. Okay, the next one I have to talk about. One of you just commented on the last video I had this fragrance in and said that it was such a scrubber for you, like you hated it so much. I love this fragrance though. This is called, sorry, let me tell you what we're talking about. This is called Tahitian Holiday from Avon. Now, this is the first ever Avon fragrance I ever bought, and I bought this because I saw Amy Loves Perfume talking about it a couple or a few years ago. And this is, first of all, it's a very strong fragrance. Like, I know a lot of Avon fragrances aren't like known for being the most long-lasting fragrances in the world, but this one is a beast. And this one is, it's tropical smelling, but without being like overly sweet. It does kind of smell like suntan lotion, but I don't know, this one's hard to explain, but it's got a lot of like florals in it. It's a little bit more fresh smelling than some of the other ones, I think because it lacks a lot of that sweetness. It's just a really beautiful, fresh, tropical smelling fragrance. I really, really like this one. So again, that is Tahitian Holiday from Avon. The next one I have to talk about is called Haramain Forever. This is from Haramain, and this is an oil. And this is another one that just smells, this one smells very tropical, but this one is a little bit heavier. It's almost as if you could smell the sand in this one. It's really, really nice. It's got a lot of flowers. It's very like tropical smelling. It's sweet. It's kind of heavy. And because it's an oil, it makes it even heavier. It does smell a little bit like suntan lotion, but not like sweet sun, or I should say, it almost has like a sunblock vibe to it, if that makes any sense. It's tropical smelling, but then it's almost like you are getting like a sunblock smell too. So I don't know that this one would probably be for everyone. This is definitely not a safe blind buy. This is definitely a little bit more of a kind of unique beach fragrance, but a beach fragrance nonetheless. So again, that is Forever by Haramain. The next one I have to talk about is Sun from Jil Sander. So this is a very unique beach smelling fragrance. This one is, it's a little bit like older smelling, if that makes any sense, but without smelling like mature or too mature. It's definitely, it smells something like, I don't even want to say it smells like something that came out of the 90s. It goes back further than that. It smells like something that would have come out of the 80s. It has like this really cool vintage smell to it. It's definitely not, it's not like your typical beach fragrance. Again, this is not a safe blind buy. I wouldn't say this is one that is, it smells like it's from a different era. So I really love it though. It's fresh, it's clean. I bought this one off season. I bought this right as we were going into the fall last summer, so I never did get a chance to wear it. So I'm really excited to wear this one this summer and experience it on the skin and kind of see how it performs in the heat and things. So again, that is Sun from Jil Sander. The next one is another one that is not a typical like beach fragrance. This is What I Did on My Holidays, and this is from 4160 Tuesdays, and this is beautiful. This is a beach fragrance, but a beach fragrance that smells very specific to England, or what I imagine. I've never been to the beach in England, but what I imagine the beach in England would smell like, just from having a degree in history, and I concentrate on British history, like learning about the holiday kind of seaside towns in Britain for so many years. This smells exactly what I would imagine them to smell like. This smells like you've got a mint ice cream cone in one hand and cotton candy in the other hand. You are walking on a boardwalk, you can smell the sea, and you can smell the waffle cones that are being prepared fresh in some kind of a booth. It's stunning. This fragrance is amazing. It literally brings you or takes you to like another place, totally. And it also lasts forever on the skin. Like I can spray this on in the morning and it's easily hanging in there by like late in the evening. You know, it's such a good perfume. So anyways, that is called What I Did on My Holidays, and that is from 4160 Tuesdays. Okay, another one I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because I did just talk about this in one of my last videos, but this is Coco Vanilla from Alyssa Ashley. So this is a beautiful suntan lotion smelling fragrance. It smells totally like the beach. And it's like suntan lotion with coconut in it. It's like, what's that old suntan lotion that we used to use back in the day? Like I used to use it back in the 90s. Tropical, Tropicana, Tropa something, tropical. I don't know. You guys will know and somebody will tell me in the comments. But it came in a brown bottle and it had like a palm tree on the front. There were like bikini contests every year for girls. I don't know why I can't remember it, but that's what this smells like. It totally smells like that suntan lotion. It's so, so pretty. So again, Coco Vanilla from Alyssa Ashley. And then the last one that I have to talk about is another one that is newer to my collection. I bought this off season, but I have worn this. I just haven't worn it in the heat yet. And this is a brand that I don't know anything about. It's called Nikki Beach, and it is called Beach Party for Her. Now, there are quite a few fragrances in this, this brand has quite a few fragrances in the line. This one, when I read the notes, is the one that kind of spoke to me the most. Really, really affordable. I love this on my skin. I cannot wait to wear this in the heat. Though it worked perfectly well in the like winter time. This is sweet. This is sweet. This smells boozy to me. It smells like a boozy drink with like a coconut pina colada or something. It smells like a coconut pina colada and you're wearing suntan lotion, you're on the beach, and you can smell the hot sand. that's literally what this smells like. It is really, really nice, and it was so affordable. So again, that is Beach Party for Her from Nikki Beach. So anyways, guys, I had so many other fragrances I could have put in this video, but I didn't want to make it be like an hour-long video. I have so many, and I'm sure you guys will be commenting, being like, hey, what about this one? What about this one? And yeah, I could have added so many more to this list, but I did want to kind of condense it and keep it kind of manageable. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.